My name is Maggie Sweet, and I come from Quakertown, Pennsylvania. 26 years ago, I made the biggest mistake in my life. I had an abortion. I already had 2 sons from an abusive relationship with a man more than twice my age, and he cheated on me. It occurred on Friday the 13th of December 1985. When I walked into the abortion mill, it felt like cattle. During the abortion, it felt like my body was being ripped apart. After the abortion, depression didn't allow me to focus on my 2 sons. My healing came during my mother's near-death experience. She was given the wrong medication. My mother, a pious woman who prayed her rosary devoutly, a mother of 8, never took any shortcuts in life. Although she has a 3rd-grade education, she certainly has a PhD in love. As I walked into her bedside to say my goodbyes, she held up her rosary and said, "Don't cry for me. I think about the pain of Jesus Christ." At that moment, it hit me like a ton of bricks. All her life, she had prayed the rosary, contemplating on the life of Christ, and at the moment of her death, enabling her to unite her sufferings with that of Christ. I looked up and pleaded with God to spare her life, and I promised to dedicate the rest of my life bringing kids back to the basics. Not only did my mother die, but within a year, she was off the liver transplant list. I soon learned the long-term effects and the consequences abortion has brought not only to my life, but also to my family. My brother's girlfriend aborted their child when they were teens. Today, my brother is 44 years old and childless. I cannot begin to tell you the effects this has had on him every day of his life. Also, before I had my abortion, I had recalled reflecting on my sister, who had 2 previous abortions, and how it didn't seem to affect her. What I didn't know was how this was the reason she had moved out of state and succumbed to alcohol. One day, after 20 years of silence, as I worked at the church gift shop, I felt compelled to give my testimony to a young girl contemplating abortion, who then chose life. As I reflect on this greatest feeling human words could never express, it was at that moment when my eyes met her bouncing baby boys as I held them in the air and proclaimed, "God, this one's for you." That day I certainly discovered my purpose in life, and I attended Rachel's Vineyard and decided to be silent no more, neither in life nor in death. For my final resting place will have engraved, "I regret my abortion."